Hello and welcome to this guide I would like to provide for everyone who is interested in organized play in Die2nite. First of all, before I start, I am sorry for my bad English. I hope you would understand everything I will say. At the start, I would use all screenshots in this guide from the UFC town Knights of the German Table because it's actually one of the easiest maps I have ever encountered, and because the most difficult thing people struggle with is building the zoo, and this map has some special easy factor that allowed us to build the zoo very easy, and that is why I picked this map to do this guide to explain how to do all that. But this guide is also for organized play in general, so you will be able to learn how to optimize your play for longer survival and better towns. It doesn't matter if you are interested in meta play. This is actually not for a meta play but more for organized play, so any random town which would start daily could actually read some of those suggestions or strategies I would provide, and they will fit right in if only 20 people will do what they should do actually for the good of the town and better results. So I will start with day one. At the start, you probably don't know this, but there is a small strategy called the diamond scavenging. This strategy is very simple. You start with 40 people, and you should actually have only 2 to 4 people staying inside for building or rescue missions before the attack. But the rest, between 36 to 38 people, should go out. And all of them should use their water and 7 AB food every day in the first 5 days. In the first day, to build this diamond shape scavenging, all actually we need only 32 scavenger to reach all points needed to be reached in first day. And to do that, you just need to maybe make a spreadsheet or organize a forum thread asking everyone to go to the exact spot they should go to, no doubles, so everyone would at least uncover what is behind each zone to maybe locate ruins or kill some zombies using uppercuts or any weapons you would find. But the main reason for all that is actually not opening or killing. It's actually for day 2. For day 2, there is going to be a survivalist expedition, and that's the key for everything. So I'm gonna read this. I will post this in the same thread I will do, but I'll read it here because it's important, so I can add some more points to it. Here's a list. There's going to be a list for coordinates for all 9 action 9 AB range zone. You can do it with spreadsheets, as I said. And here's a small explanation how to do it. Everyone must take their daily 7 AB food and water and go to zone exactly 9 AB from town and auto search there all day long, and once it gets depleted you work your way back inside, then to 8 AB and so on till you get back home. If you get trapped, which is actually common, and you need help, just create a thread here in the forum and we will come to you and help you. Of course, this text is made for my meta, so you can adjust it for yours. Make sure you do not go to a zone already picked by someone else to maximize the search. At the end of the day, the map should look like this. And here it is. It's day 1, and actually it's not finished. It's not the end. There can be some more to be done by sending 1 or 2 scouts if we manage to find some drugs and alcohol. And what's the second objective after making this diamond scavenging strategy? Priority items. Priority items to bring back on day 1. First, and that's the most important part, do not under any circumstances use alcohol, Die2nite, steroids, or 7AB food, premium food. Bring them all back with you. For 7AB food, you can actually drop it at 6AB ranged zone, so they can be picked up by any mission which is going outside the diamond. Those boosters, those 4 types of boosters, will all be needed on day 2. On day 2 is the most busiest day, along with day 3 in any town. And the main reason for that is for 3, maybe 2 to 4 scouts who will go actually to scout building, locate them, and most likely find number of sets which will be needed as info to know where could other buildings be. You can read it, where if you find 1 Z, you will know for sure that around it there is going to be a building. You cannot find any Z somewhere on the map just randomly without any building around it. And after those 3 missions of scouts will go there, each town should have actually between 7 and 9 survivalists. And to do so, you will have to partner up. Each 2 survivalists will build a team and go to a certain section of the map. And to do so, they'll need weapons and a lot of boosters, and mainly weapons at the start. So here is a priority items to bring back on day 2 for day 2 on day 1 for day 2 survivalist expeditions. Incomplete shopping trolley or man bags. Those will immediately be taken by survivalists or scouts. Semtex, detonators, duct tape, and plastic bags. We don't actually need any of those in particular, but we need to build exploding water bombs, and each one of those means 1 building will be cleared from zombies and camped if we have 1 exploding water bomb. And needed for day 2 is at least 3. If we have 4, we send 4 teams of survivalists. If we have 3, we send only 3 teams of survivalists. Also, if radios Mark II or radios radar beacon, there's E missing here, should be taken, and those will help a lot by scout missions, where a scout would run in front or around a building but can't go dive through it into it. So the best way to know which type of building it is to take one of those radios and use it. What else? Actually, we come to the part where each and any weapon is important. Quick fix, they are all important, and broken electric device. Why do we need that? For detonators. Detonators are fairly rare at the start on day 2 or 1. So to increase our chances of getting more detonators, we must bring all broken electric devices to convert them with workshop. Fat cats, hurling sticks, serrated knives, box cutters, all that can be taken by survivalists as weapons. Furious kittens, do not use this outside at all, or else I'll be really mad. Okay, you shouldn't know. We need those for expose. Bandages, to be combined with Furious Kittens chests, so we would have a shot at finding bandages. For box cutters, they are actually more important not to kill one Z, but to combine them with Fat Serpent to build a kitten. And if you don't know, the kitten can either kill all Zs in one zone or fail, doesn't kill anything and wound you. And if you end up injured, you will need a bandage. It's a good combination, but you can't use any kitten without having a bandage, so it's a little bit limited to be used. Flash powders, if you start with 5 flash grenades from heroes, you actually don't need this. But in few teams where you don't have many heroes, bringing those back home on day 1 is important. And bring water purifying tablets and jerrycans. Those will be used to mix very fast water. On day 2, pump will be finished, but before that maybe we will need more water for weapons. And to do that, that's the fastest and easiest way to get more water. And then all kinds of powerful weapons we can build. Mowers, machetes, chainsaw, MK2 or devastators. Adding to that, we need 1 broken staff, 1 wire reel, and one empty oil can. So the town can build a guitar, so they will have a shot at, let's say, 30 to 40 action points on day 1. Not listed in this list is actually a laser pointer, which can be built using novelty torch, laser diode, and 1 Semtex and 1 wire reel. So if you find that, it's also on priority items. So the main idea of this list, which is actually the key of having a successful town or not, if you if you find all these items but don't bring them back home on day 1, there is not going to be a day 2 survivalist expeditions. So that is the key for that expedition to be successful. Now we go back to the map. After finishing the first day, it's mostly wise to leave 1 scout, or it doesn't have to be a full-time hero, it can be a resident, which can be given a PIA hero day to make a scout mission. And that's what we actually have done. That's actually the dot where our PIA scout was, or full, I think it was Shirley. She happened to be there, and we found Die2nite and alcohol for her, so we planned a scout mission for her to locate and open the first corner of the map, which is northwest. So we make this route for the first scout mission, and after it's done, we see that we located the first 2 buildings, actually 3 buildings. That's 1, that's 2, and she sensed 2 zombies in this area, which indicate that there is at least one. There's 1 building around this area, which would end up here or here or here. So that's not only a successful mission, but also very helpful, because that is 1 less mission we have to care about on day 2. On day 2, we have to send 3 scouts to locate buildings for the survivalist, and that's 1 mission done on day 1. Now everyone returns. Of course, one of the most important thing in organized play is to actually care about each other, to play as teammates, and to do that you have to turn escort on, a full escort, which means others can move you back home and they can see what you have in your rucksack. And if any town is going to have any deaths early, that means because one of the scavengers forgot to turn escort on. Why? Because, as I Said